Alright. So, here's Humbug. Humbug. I'm gonna call him Hum. I can't say Humbug every time. I'm just gonna call him Hum. Hum's a gamer. Absolute gamer. And this Light World is a gaming. And I like Light World. So we're gonna go pretty in depth here. Last one was just some doors and this and that, and some big rooms. So we're gonna really get into the weeds here with this one. Off we go. Here we go. Oh, that looked right off the bat. I didn't like that. Going over shit there. It was like a one framer. Right off the bat. Come on, Humbug. Better than that. Decent. They get a bit of a door nudge there. Not the end of the world. I would have turned the corner and then just done a one tapper to the left. It's not the end of the world. Nice. Really nice. It's like a 120 door by the looks of it. Yeah, 120 doors, what you want. Couple of little pumps there. Nice. I'll talk about a couple of things. We are moving quite a bit far right here. It's not necessary to move that far. Like, that's a lot of right movement before going down right here. You can, that's as far as you need to go, and then you can just start beelining like this. And you can catch this just a little bit earlier, which is going to get... See how he aggroed there? He would... Because then now you're catching the key here instead of catching it further down. It's minor stuff. If it's not consistent for you, don't worry about it, but there is a little bit of time here. You also move down quite a lot here. That was fine. You can move down left. And I can always tell by where someone gets to this. It's like one frame. Not the end of the world. You don't want to go too early though, because if you go too early, then RNG starts to come in, so... Nothing major so far. Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah, exactly, Coin. You should be banned. You good? 35 is good. This should be like a low 41. Yeah, low 41. There's not going to be much to talk about in Escape here, to be honest. It looks like a really good escape so far. That was an overshoot. This is a very common overshoot door. It's kind of quite off-putting, but a lot of people don't realize it's not. It's actually quite a big nudge here into this door. Well, there is a lot to talk about, but Humbugh's a really good player, so there's not much I can critique. Where if I get someone who's got a 6-minute escape, it's a completely different story. So, but Humbugh's a great player, so there's really not too much to dabble in. It's like a door here, a door there. And he knows it anyways, so it's not really... nothing really much to talk about. A little bit of a big one. I like to not do up left here. This looked like a diagonal, and diagonals are terrible in my opinion. Keep this cardinal. Because this keeps you gridded. So when you move up to this chair here, it actually keeps you gridded, and that grid keeps you perfectly for a diagonal here. So if you stay up left, see like how much gap you're leaving here. I know you can get stuck here, but if you practice moving left and up, you can catch that mantle perfectly every single time. That's actually quite a bit of time. It's a good 15 frames for sure. That was one extra push. Every extra push of the mantle is 14 frames. This is a really hard one to optimize, but that's good there. And then it was one extra push. So there was probably a good 20 frames in that screen there. But again, if you go too early and you walk into the door, then you just lose 20 frames. So it's like... I'd like to see you come to here. I'd like to see you be coming to here. Like, you started moving before you could see anything. This is perfect RNG. You walk along, you boom, you walk. Like, this is the god RNG right here. Because if you stay down on this wall and you boom, you'll boom 2 rats or snakes, or whatever the hell these things are, and you just walk. Like, this movement here was probably 20 frames unnecessary. And from what I've seen, like, you started the movement before you saw the RNG. So... there is actually something new here that I've found out. And I know I see a lot of top runners doing it, but you can actually move underneath this bat here and get the bat to move. And it gives you a free pump. So right here, if you pump up 1 pixel right here, the bat will move down and left and gives you a free rank. I might need to actually show that. This is something I just started doing very recently. This one here. See how it gets both of those? I'm sure you know that, but I like to see people go like this, then read the RNG, rather than going like this, which is what you did, and then you end up wasting that time. So on the screen here, right here, if you do that 1 pixel there, you see how it gives you this complete free rank now, like that? You have to learn where to do it. So it's usually just... That was my fault. It's like right here. But just as you go underneath, like this, just 1 tap up like that, and then it gives you that whole place to go on the way back. This is something I just started doing like very, very recently. I just found out about it. That was a nice room. Good pumping. Consistent. Good, really good consistent pumping. Oh, I've got a headache. Beautiful. Very nice. Much you can do about that. This is really good escape. Perfect. Can't argue with that. Absolute flawless. Sank heart. Ooh, humbug. Ooh. 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 Oh, I'll put that in my mind. The light scene, that sank heart, much better than that. This is a weekly? Okay, we'll let me with it. Let me with it. He loves sank heart? Okay. You're back in the bad books again. Okay. Right here, this is a slash RNG. So it's coming in. Boom. You slash this, you would have slash, and you would have given yourself a free rank. But instead, you had to move, get hit. You've lost a heart, and then you've edged yourself here. Like, that was a big time loss. Right there. Yeah, that's a slash all day long right there. And then this goes up, so it gives you the free path down. I think he knew it by the looks of the webcam. He was pissed off there, so... Let's do red cancel. Nice. Really good bumper. Tried to get a nice cancel there. I saw that. Maybe... cut that a little bit. Cut that quite a bit steeper than this. Like, you can really cut this quite a bit. Then you can turn up here and start pumping. It's kind of sweaty, but you can sneak past, turn up, and then just start pumping your way all the way up this ledge here. But that's getting super sweaty. It costs a lot of time. It costs almost 4 seconds, and 4 seconds in NMG is a lot for a lot of people. Oh my god, you made my day. You made my goddamn day. This is the best fucking 50-50 in the game right here. Boom. 5 rupees in the bag. Costs about 3 to frames. I think it's like 3, maybe 4. It's so good. Saves you a lot of time later. What a legend. Your level Cthulhu I would understand, but like when you're trying to like save Right now, all I'm trying to save is 2 seconds in my entire run. So the sand cart is the difference between me having a 123 and having a 124. But for most people, it's good. We have an arrow potential here, so this is something that a lot of people don't pay attention to. So we got a coin, we got a magic. So we're looking for one more drop, which might either happen in the Dark Stalfos Room key, or there's a double kill coming up in ZGR, which may drop arrows. So this is something to watch for. This is a little bit getting very, very advanced, but I'm sure that some people will track it, some people won't. There's a minor movement you can do here where you can pick this up and then switch to up and just pump all the way along here. You're a very good pumper. I'm sure you could make that work. Pump, 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 pump. It looks like you have switched to up though. So I'm not sure if you're pumping or not. You don't have a display, but I'm imagining you probably are. I just like to point it out for people that are watching that might not see this sort of stuff. I personally have started booming that if I'm on the green. That's just a personal thing I've done because going from 5 to 6 doesn't really achieve you anything. And the boom is a little bit quicker. So if I have 5, I boom. If I'm on the blue, the red, or anything else, I slash. But if I know I'm on the green and it's not going to gain me anything, so by gain me anything, 0 to say 0 to I'd say 6. 0 to 5, sorry, it's not going to gain you anything. 0 to 6, if you get the green here and you get the green on the crab on Hera, that will take you to 8, which is good enough to get the single in the Hera. So 5 or minus, I do the boom on the green drop. Everything else, I slash. That's just a new thing that I've started doing as well. Some pump opportunity there. But obviously there's RNG, but I think we saw from here. This was maybe coming down, so right here, I'd be pumping, like right here, pump, 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 all the way to the door here, like pump, 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 pump into that doorway there. Yeah, yes, there's that too. But you could also argue that a left pot throw here will put you on the blue, so it's 6.5 a dozen. I mean, it's getting really, really, really sweaty, and it's just unnecessary sweaty. But it's something that I've spent a lot of time looking into recently. Just like situations where this is going to save me 3 or 4 frames and this is not. This is how much it could save me versus these kind of... Like, that's the sort of stuff I really like look deep into. Haven't seen an arrow drop yet, but it is still possible because we've got 2 Stalfos kills coming up. It's actually the best chance to get your arrows up high because you're going to kill the bottom one first most of the time. If that drops and then the next one drops, sometimes that arrow can be right at the door, and if he doesn't drop the first arrows, you can slip to the right and get it in ZGR, and then you get a double arrow drop, and it's actually just pog. And a lot of times, and this is like, again, super sweaty, if I get the 2 drops in the Stalfos, Invisible Stalfos room, I'll often skip the arrow pot and go for the arrows. Again, super sweaty, don't recommend. That's a lot of the stuff that Zelna does as well. He does a lot of that stuff too. I watch a lot of his Light World stuff, and he tends to skip arrows quite a lot and play like the lottery game. The toss, there's that room that we were talking about. Right here. You just walk to the switch and then walk up like that. Okay, so this has a potential to be an arrow here. So got lucky, but people say, okay. This is really, really all minor stuff though, but like, I'm just giving you like my perspective on how I approach this differently and how would I save time over how Humbugh is playing the game. A little unfortunate there, but what do we get? $10.52 is pretty good. I personally like to see 10.4x. I'm probably resetting at 52 personally. With Sank though, yeah, that's true. So 10.48, so yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, if I didn't have Sank and I had a 10.52, I'd be resetting for sure. Like 10.50 is like my limit. I usually like to get a 10.45, 46, 47. I can get that every single time. If I'm getting a 10.52, I've done something very wrong. So. I'm going to be staring very hard at these screens. This is very beautiful dashing. Okay, so like this is just top tier stuff, right? Sword out. Into a one down left framer down, like dash. This is beautiful stuff right there. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Perfect dash right here. No clipping. Very nice. So there is something that I I need to test, but what's his name? Erok strat may save time here, because with Erok strat you end up here, and this bit here saves you a whack of time. Because you're here, you can pump this entire screen right here. So I do actually believe that I might switch to what Erok is doing, because it is, I think it's faster because of this pumping here. We sat and timed it together the other day. Oh, a nice adjustment. No, that one hurts. I know it does. I don't know if it would needed it though. I think he must know his pixels, but... Oh, I think that's good. Oh! He didn't think so, but better redash than miss, for sure. We held hands. We held hands. We shared minds. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful experience we had together. We saved frames together. Yeah, I mean this stuff is just, he knows it. I don't need to say anything. Like, he's like, what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with my controller? It was nothing to do with Humbugh at all. Completely controller issues. We'll blame it. Coin's here. It's probably Coin's fault. That spin speed is really bad. It's like a 1 second. Like, I'm gonna guess this is gonna be a 47 versus a 45. The Slight War was about 2 seconds lost on the overworld so far. From the redash and the miss spin speed. You actually want to nudge this bush if you can. Nudging this bush is a little bit faster. It also gives you a guaranteed slope dash, and you get more slope as well. Exactly. If Coin was streaming, like, it's all Coin's fault. Oh my god, my head's starting to pound now. Yeah, I did not like... I'm seeing a lot of this. I think that was fine. But here we've got a... This is another redash here. That's the third one I've seen so far. This seems to be a little bit of an issue in the game. With the gameplay so far. So this might be a 48 now. So we lost 3 seconds on the overworld. Like, you should be in desert right now. This is actually a lot worse than I thought. Like a 49, 249 is really bad. I don't mean that in a bad way. Humbugh understands, but he knows. Like, that's a 4-second time loss just dashing around the place. I missed one spin speed, but there was like 3 missed redashes, I think, or a couple of redashes. Like, just some minor things in there. But that just shows you how much it adds up. A little bit of an overshoot there. I like that upright. Little overshoot there. Beautiful. Definitely an argument to be made that the spin speed into the library is not worth it, even for a lot of top runners. So this is a room that very recently I had to relab because I asked Eri about this, and I was saying, Eri, how do you deal with the Popo going right? And he said to me, if you're good enough, you don't miss it. Basically, he's saying you need to get better at the room. So I went in there and I grinded the room and realized I was just shit. And if you do this room fast enough, I'm not sure where we're going right here, but if you do this room fast enough, this Popo will never screw you. But you have to be fast. I'd have liked to have seen an upright here. It's a really fun room, but I'm going to recommend that you work on this because I don't like this because this isn't fast enough to avoid this RNG. I can tell you that right now. You need to be coming out here. We've got this upright turn, which is beautiful. Now all we got to do is step right slash and we're moving. But we've moved in and we've gone like this and this. And now we're way too close and way too high. Now we got to move all the way back down and dash along here. And if we move up here and this goes right, this won't be fast enough to get it. Now, moving far right just to make sure you're getting it. But you can tell how well you do this room by this laser beam. If you do this room fast enough, this laser beam will not even fire. We're not even out the door and it's firing, like right here. So that's a good way to actually see how well you're doing. I'm going to actually load this room up. My daughter just says, can you teach me the Master Sword run later? Hell yeah, I can. Go. Of course I can. Oh yeah. Free cannonball room. See how I was out that room and it didn't fire? So you should be able to do it every single time without it firing. Can't see? Oh, sorry. Alright. See how I caught him there? You should always be able to catch that far right hand side if you do this room fast enough. And this should never fire at you either. Like that. And like 520 is a decent time to kind of shoot for. See how it's moving there? And I was able to catch it on the far right. It's consistent, you just need to be fast enough. So get that room to the point where you can get a 520, 521, 22, 523s are still fast enough to catch it. Like this was a little bit slower. 522, still fine. So, this is a room where a lot of people will lose quite a bit of time. Excuse me, guys. I just ate shit there, that was awesome. Thanks for the good luck reviewing. Pap, you're up next. Get yourself ready. I think you're at work though, right? Did I switch the scene back? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, right here. You want to move left here and pump, or just move left. Moving up just loses time, because if you miss it, you get it on the way out. Like, look how far up you moved to get this rupee, when you can just move straight left and continue the room, and it will be there when you come back. So that's just a minor time save. But it'll be enough. It'll probably be like 5 frames for sure. Appreciate it, guys. Nice dashing. Nice. That's a really nice roll. Not always caught by people. But this roll right here is very good movement. So you see what comes in? Throws pot and he faces down, he's dragging, and then he's facing right. This is to make sure that you don't have any ghost or weird inputs as you're turning around. Very good movement. I have a dead cell. Gets the 5. Very nice. A little overshoot there, that's fine. Very nice. We'll see that roll up again, which is nice. I'm guessing this is a 2 cycle? Yeah, this has to be a 2 cycle. Because the desert wasn't very good. That's great positioning. Oh! He knows it. I thought that was a 2 cycle. Still good though. The positioning was top tier. Not a lot of people are. I'm not even going to think of this. I'm not going to lie. I would never put myself in this position, but this is where you should be. This is a lesson right here. He missed that fire and didn't have enough time to turn left because of when the arrow went down. So this arrow here, this is why he couldn't get it out in time. Look, oh my god, oh, that's unreal. But this is a real lesson to guys by missing arrows. Like, so he fires, he tried to double down here, but because he missed that arrow, right, this arrow's still flying. So he turns around and tries to bow. So here's the bow, but the arrow is out, and that's why the bow didn't fire. And that's why he's like, no, but you're never getting that. Like, no matter what you do there, when you miss that arrow, like, it's over. So it's not really his fault. It's not anyone's fault. So that is like a good recycle. But it feels bad in the moment. Up, Danjo. Still top tier though. So 1704 with Sank. I'm gonna say that I do expect I know Humbugh can get better than this. Way better than this, for sure. Like, I think a 17 flat with Sank would be a good target for you to aim for, personally. I know you can get it. Nice. Nice movement. I don't think this was necessary. I think he knows it though. He looked at it and he squirmed. I think he saw it. Head down. Readjusts, and then you see the face going here. Yeah, I think he knows. So Eri told me that it's never faster to boom and dash underneath this, so I stopped doing it, but I haven't actually looked at it. I think it's because this dash gives you a bigger slope dash, and this boom plus a dash. It looks fast, but it can be deceiving sometimes because look at the size of the slope that you miss. So by you booming there and walking up is probably the same time, and dashing from this position and this position probably will get you there faster because of the amount of slope that you're dashing on. It's kind of an illusion in this game sometimes. I can't say for sure on that. I'd have to test it. We might look at it after, but Eri knows a thing or two about this game, so I trust him. Decent. It's 6.5 a dozen though, like it's nothing wrong with that at all. Decent. This is a really good hero so far. quite an overshoot there. That's actually a big time loss. I looked at this one day, and missing that stair is quite a bit of time. Because you overshoot, then you undershoot, and then you're back on the stairs. It's hard to get it, but it is something that you can get consistent. Nice. Nice menu. That's a really good menu, that one. I went away from it for now because of this. It's hard to explain, but I changed my strat to get faster, but 218, top tier. Anyone's happy with a 218. This is a big Hera. Huge Hera. Nice. Nice. No boom Hera nonsense. We're gonna get the lamp. Yep. Beautiful. Slash. Slash. Perfect. Top tier. So this is a room I will talk about, because I think people underestimate how low, like, you can be like super, like, you can be like right in this tile here and still hit this. But there is RNG involved, but I was actually amazed at how much time I was losing in this screen until I started grinding it. So my recommendation is grind this screen and just see how low and how fast you can get in and out this room, and it makes the RNG a lot less painful sometimes. But nothing wrong with that. Beautiful. How much faster is it to hit the switch in the prior room? It's about half a second to do the Boom Hera strat. It's a very, very hard strat though. Extremely difficult strat. Some people are better at it than others. I'd like to see you do this without the... This isn't necessary, like right here. I know why he's doing it, but you can just move left. Like, this sword just wasted time. And if you get hit, like you're on, what, 5 hearts? If you get hit and move, it's probably not losing any time versus the slash enemy, like, really minor. So, like, the slash is just not necessary. You can just turn it and just walk up left and you just cut the tile and walk in, so... But it's whatever's comfortable. I used to do that strat for a long time and I just switched one day and realized it's not any harder to do it like that without the sword. The sword just slows things down a little bit and makes it a little bit easier to maneuver it. Beautiful so far. Dash. This is a dash one. I got lucky, yep. Oh my fucking god, dude. Whoa, look at whoa. Look at this screen. Ooh, right, clip. We're going to do a fucking humbug. We haven't got a humbug face yet. The 519. Alright, here we go. We'll clip that later. We got a 519 Hera coming up here by the looks of it. Ooh, he's happy. Ooh, he's happy. I think it's a 519. This will be saving big time. I don't really think these sub-splits are all about. 519. I was right. Let's go. Oh, he likes it. He likes it a lot. Oh, that was fucking top tier. Okay, something I've worked out about this. Okay. This is something I just worked out the other day. Now, if you're not someone who does the EBJ, it's not as relevant to you, but I just worked this out the other day. Like, literally last week, or whenever it was I was grinding. But neutral dashing out of that room is actually faster. And it keeps you on the grid as well. I actually just showed this to Eri the other day. Sent him it. No, tagging him. Guess we'll just do it from here. No one likes Kitty. But this feels like I'm going slow motion right now. I'll show you something fun. Alright. So dashing right. So instead of like moving like this out the door, and then trying to dash like this, you see how this will still work. But if you dash, it keeps you right on this grid perfectly. And it actually gets you faster times as well. Because every time you do this, you're moving yourself off the grid. And you end up on like a dodgy pixel. And you end up overshooting it. This will be like... See, that's a 615. That was a little bit, but that was a perfect out. I'll probably 609, 610. This one's probably 607, maybe? 605? See how I'm getting a nudge against that there? That nudge is like quite bad. So it does seem to save, and it makes it go like, it just makes it really easy as well to get this dash out. For whatever reason, I just can never miss it. So I don't know, it's something I just looked at the other day. Something to It's not faster off the grid, no, but just in this situation, because of moving off the grid, the down dash doesn't keep you centered to the door. So when you neutral dash, the muscle memory timing of the down dash is the same every single time, whereas if you move left off of the grid, it's different every single time. Yes, for sure. And you get a consistent slope dash off of the neutral dash, which is the same every single time. So if you practice that room, your muscle memory will get you in line with that door every single time. If you're good enough. Okay, this here. You want to move left and then up left into a dash, and you should get a consistent slope dash. Now, moving up left and left, I think that you have to change the direction. I don't know, this is a super tricky thing. But I'm sure if you move left, then up left into a dash up turn, then you'll get this slope dash. But this looked decent, but not the end of the world though. Decent. That was super good. That was beautiful. I do a really funky thing there. Not necessary. If you do this right, you don't... I see a lot of people doing that. If you move high enough here... It's 6.5 a dozen, but it's not necessary. Which actually, I don't like giving people wrong information either, so I kind of want to show it. I'm gonna try and do what you did here. Fucking dodgy key. See how I moved up high enough there? So even if you're far left here like this, so right here, even if you're far left, if you move up, you'll catch that coin like that. I'm gonna try and do 2 so you can see the times. Okay, so that is a 1926. See this? 1913. So that, see how that diagonal movement just lost me like 10 plus frames? It's just a really simple thing. It's just not necessary. That diagonal, that's when we say to people, like, think of how finite that movement was. One movement was up and one movement was upright. That lost us 10 plus frames. So you think about every time you're misstepping something, walking 7 extra tiles round the back to do single shot on Thieves Town or Skull Woods, for example. Think about how much time that loses versus like what we just did here. I hope that opens your eyes into just little simple things like that. Unfortunate. Decent. Yeah, that's the second one. I've seen a lot of this. There's missed dash timings. It's just unfortunate. Sometimes you go through little phases of that. You start going too fast. A little bit of an overshoot there. I'd like to see that way better. That was a huge overshoot. Beautiful. Decent. Everyone does this room a little bit differently, so I don't like talking too much about it. Nice dash through the bat there. Is it getting close? I can't remember when I gotta take some drugs soon. My head's getting sore. The caffeine's actually doing me some good here though. Got these bad boy paracetamols from the UK. Funny when you don't take the same, so we have acetaminophen here, but we call it paracetamol in the UK, and when you take a different drug from a different country, it's actually like quite a bit different. Nice key dash there. I hate that strap. That was beautifully executed. Oh, look at this. Oh my. Oof. Oh, that's fucking gorgeous, that was. Oh. Yes, like this. Boom. 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 Moving down. He's in the doorway. Got the dash before he's even dead. And look at that. Oh, yes. Beautiful. This Agate Tower is beautiful. Yes. Nice. Oh, baby. We're flying here. It's a bobsled. Fucking my dude. You need a better name than bobsled. We're gonna call you fucking Big Guns. Fucking Big Guns Zelda nerd. That's what we should call you from now on. Massive fucking guns. That's a really good guitar. Just when it ends. You just spam, and then once it ends, you hold A. 508. Decent. 6, the only thing that's, in my opinion, that was rough was Desert Palace. Desert Palace, you can get a lot better. Because a 611, like, 3 cycle, like, I can get, like, a 603 3 cycle if I'm gaming hard. So, like, 7 to 8 seconds was lost just on, like, nothing to do with the boss. It was a fast 3 cycle too, so that was the only bit, and we lost 4 seconds on the overworld. And then that plus Tank Heart's 8 seconds, so think about those two together. Like, this would have been 8 seconds better. I was sitting watching this. Always the same, eh? Alright, well, I said I was going to do the light world for GG's.